This is breaking news from Pix 11.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marisol Castro with breaking news from Pix 11. Two people have climbed to the top of the Empire State Building. We do have a live look from one of our roof cameras right next to the Empire State Building. So this happens at around 12 noon. Two people climbed to the top of the Empire State Building, unfurled a flag once they got to the top of the tower. What is not clear, a lot of things. Chief among them, what the flag actually said, what the motive was behind these two people who went up that flag. We just saw earlier that you can see it right now, they are attempting, the two people who climbed the top of this tower, to make their way down. Again, if you are just joining us, we are following breaking news here at Pix 11. Roughly half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago, we got word that two people climbed to the top of the tower at the Empire State Building and then unfurled a flag. No motive. We're still unclear what is actually said on that flag. We're in the process of sending our correspondent Henry Rossoff to the scene to get more information. Henry is on the scene. Henry, we understand you just got there. Tell us what you're seeing from the ground, because right now we are just looking at the vantage point from the sky.
Yeah, so we started by driving in a westbound direction down here along 34th and immediately came upon this scene. We shot it from a long lens. It appears the two people up top hanging a black and white flag. If I move out of the way, what you can see is police have shut down a large portion here at 5th Avenue and 34th Street. Not so much a danger of two people falling. They would come down on the flat top of the building, but certainly to control the many people. If we pan around and show you, this has become quite the spectacle here in Midtown, of people looking, checking it out, trying to figure out what's going on. A lot of questions and concerns. We thought we might have seen them just a moment ago, the two people at the top trying to come down, but again, police not saying anything, just telling people to back up and get out of the way. And if you'll deal with a particularly sort of crazy shift in our camera angle, what we're going to attempt to do is pan up and show you, to the best of our ability, what is happening at the very top. So I'll talk you through this, but we're going to literally double the zoom on our lens and bring it in quite close. So just give us a moment here. Again, bear with us, trying to give you the best angle on what's happening of these two people who have climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and hung some sort of flag. You can see it does appear as if they're taking the ladder down. Yes, I believe they are taking the ladder down at this point onto the surface. We can't quite see what we would imagine to be police officers, no doubt waiting for them at the base of the antenna at the very top. So this is a tough angle actually for us to maintain and my photographer to maintain. So we're going to slowly zoom out here and show you a little bit more of the scene, particularly the police response at the base of the building as they attempt to control the throngs of people that are really just trying to figure out what's going on here in Midtown. So that is the scene here at the intersection of 5th Avenue and 34th Street, as everyone's trying to figure out what's going on with the two people who climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and now appear to be climbing down, with the biggest concern right here in the heart of Manhattan being crowd control, in addition to the very real safety threat at the top of the building.
Henry, you gave us some great vantage point from where you are, and we actually have Air 11 circling the Empire State Building right now as we speak, and we can confirm, because we are watching it live on television, that the two individuals who climbed to the top of the tower on the Empire State Building are now attempting to make their way down. Another note that also just came into the newsroom: this tower is a transmitter for so many local television stations throughout the tri-state area, specifically here in New York City, and we just received a call from the people who service that transmitter asking us to lower the power, which is an actual thing in layman's terms, in order that these two individuals might be able to climb down safely. You can imagine climbing up there, no easy feat. least of the considerations, I would have to think, is just exactly how much radiation is coming from those two towers. Our Air 11 shot is getting a little pixelated, so Henry, I wonder if you can take it from here and let us know what you continue to see down on the ground. I can tell you this, Henry, the two people who were at the tippy top of that tower now appear to be at some base. It is not the complete base where the tower meets the actual building, but it is some sort of circular base, sort of midway up the tower of the Empire State Building. Again, if you were just joining us, breaking news that has just come into the Pix 11 newsroom roughly 45 minutes ago. Two people climbed the tower on the Empire State Building and unfurled a black flag. They were up there for roughly 30 minutes. It appears that one of them is now kneeling. We don't know the motive behind this. We also are unaware of what was actually on the sign. I can tell you, Henry, it looks like this may have been a proposal. I kid you not, Henry Rossoff. It appears that one person proposed to another person atop the Empire State Building.
Okay then, so that will be news to many down here. You can see the police response. They're not treating this like a happy occasion or a marriage proposal. The police taking this very, very seriously, bringing out quite a lot of manpower. And I have to say, exerting these types of resources in this type of weather condition, not necessarily going to go over well with the police department and the police commissioner.
I would have to concur. Thank you, Henry. Again, if you're looking at live pictures, and I know, Henry, you can't see it from your vantage point, but I can tell you that these two individuals are now on the base of this tower. You're taking a look at live pictures from Air 11, and it appears to be the two people climbed down the tower. They are now on a base. There are two people. I cannot discern how they are related, but we can tell, they are taking pictures of whatever just occurred. If you were watching us just about 2 minutes ago, one individual got down on one knee. The other individual embraced the second individual. So we can only perhaps posit that this was some sort of engagement. Again, this is, we've been following this news since about 12 noon. Two people climbed the top of the tower that sits on top of the Empire State Building. They unfurled a black flag. Again, we don't know what was said on that black flag. But now, as we are watching these live pictures, we can tell you with 100% certainty that it definitely appeared to be some sort of marriage proposal. Henry Rossoff has been on the ground, and he did see that there was a lot of police presence. We saw crowds starting to appear and take a look. I mean, how could you not? The Empire State Building is one of the more iconic buildings in New York City. It's the middle of a heat wave. There's so much happening in our city. We will continue to keep you posted on this story. And Henry Rossoff will surely have more details later on in the show. For now, I am Marisol Castro from the Pix 11 newsroom. We return to regularly programmed